them because now the police are coming because we worked at a preschool.
Not WR.
Oh no. Hello, my dear internet strangers. How are you? I hope you're doing great. Welcome back to another episode of Would You Like to Hear a Story? In today's story, I'm trying to not make my intros as long as they have been, so I apologize for that. But by the way, I wanted to add in this one because I forgot to in my last two. I am going to be going live once we hit 500 subs, and for the first couple of, I don't know, as people start entering, I think what I'm going to do for the first like 30 minutes to an hour, maybe 30 to 45 minutes, I'm going to be reading some Reddit stories live with you guys. So I just thought that would be just fun to do. So I hope you guys subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can know when I go live. And we can do this together, okay? Like, we can read the stories together. You guys can tell me live how you're feeling. That'll be fun, wouldn't it? So for this story, it is coming from Relationship Advice, the subreddit of Relationship Advice. Yeah. Okay. Oh, she has deleted her account. All right. She says so she's 27 and her boyfriend is 30. My boyfriend isn't talking with me over my customer service voice. What should I do? Is your customer service voice that bad? What's the matter? Why is he so upset? All right. Throw away because we both love Reddit. He gonna see this, girl. I truly cannot believe this is real. My 27 female boyfriend. My boyfriend won't talk with me because of my customer service voice. Let me explain. We've been together for 2.5 years. We started living together a couple months ago. When we met, we both had aspirations to move out of our current state to another a couple hours away. That's been something we've planned more heavily over the last year, and we got a place together in the new state a couple months ago. I work from home. His job is hybrid and based in the state we live in. For the first couple months, he was at work often, so he mostly only worked from home at night after my workday had finished. My job doesn't involve a lot of phone calls, so for the past 2 months, haven't had to make any phone calls when he's been home until 2 days ago. I had to call someone to schedule them, and as most people do, I put on my customer service voice, which is slightly different than my normal voice. My boyfriend was home and overheard me. When I wrapped up the call, he started teasing me a little bit, calling my customer service voice a name similar to mine, but slightly different. Example, if my name was Jessica, he was calling the voice I use Jesselyn or something like that, and saying, "Oh, Jesselyn sounds hot." Just being playful like that. I thought it was a joke, so I played it off, but then he got more serious, saying, "No, seriously, that voice is way hotter than your real voice. Why don't you use that one instead?" And I told him it's because it's not my real voice and I'm not going to fake my voice. He told me that it was just a voice and it wouldn't hurt me to do it just because he likes it. He's now refusing to talk to me unless I use that voice. Girl, I didn't know it was going to be like this. This is the first time I've seen any red flags like this. Up to this, we'd had an incredible relationship. What do I do? Oh my God. I saved this and after... Sorry, y'all can't see. Save this. I saved this after reading one comment because I was like, I don't want to have any spoilers. And the commenter said, I didn't even read the whole comment. All I said... Can I not talk? All I read was, "This took such an unexpected turn. I don't even know what to say." Like, yeah, and I was like, what, how would it take an unexpected turn? Now I see. Because, what? He's making a non-issue an issue. Like, if he wanted that and like, if he was like, "Hey babe, can you use that voice in like bed, like, when you're in the, when you're doing your stuff, right? And you're doing like role play or something like that." If it was like that, that'll be different. That's completely different. But this man wants you to use his voice all the time. Something's wrong. up here. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to read the comments on this one because I don't know what to tell her. I really don't know what to say.
Millie.
Hi, Mama. Can you say something? Okay. Okay, so this person, the same person who said that, continue on and said, I assumed the issue was going to be he was bothered by your customer service voice because it sounded fake, and even that was a stretch of a legitimate grievance. But this is just bizarre. If it were me, I'd find something to point out about him that you quote unquote like better. Let's say he flexes his arm to show a muscle and you say, oh wow, I like your arm so much better that way. You need to do that all the time because I like it better. Hey, yeah, that's a good comment. I see why it got 4K upvotes, because kind of like that's kind of comparing, yeah, like doing something like, you know, using your customer service voice is not natural. You're doing it because you kind of like you're being professional, and you have to kind of like tone switch, you know. You can't just talk casually to a customer, you know. You can't just be, sometimes you gotta be enthusiastic, you know.
Very demure, very mindful.
So someone else underneath that comment says, my guess is that he is actually irrationally jealous she uses her quote unquote sexy voice for other people and not him, and that's a him problem. There we go. That's a good comment. I can see that, because why is he giving her the silent treatment? He's basically giving her the silent treatment, and for what? I'm just so confused by this behavior. Girl, and she done moved, you know, states. I'm like, girl, if you can afford it, you can just live with him as a roommate for now. But if you can afford it in this state to live by yourself, live by yourself. Just live by yourself. And at least at this point, you can be like, you know, we need a break. You know, I don't know. I mean, you could just do that. But this is weird. This is very strange. This is strange behavior, because this is not good. The lack of communication is a red flag. He won't talk to her. He won't talk to her.
Hell no.
That's a red flag. He's giving you the silent treatment. So I don't know if they said they've been in a relationship for like 2.5 years. So I'm assuming they've had at least disagreements. My question for OP would be, has he ever given you the silent treatment before when you guys disagree with something? But she said there was no other red flags before this, so I'm assuming she would say that he usually does give, or she could just be leaving it out because she doesn't want to believe it. So if that's the, I usually feel like there's something that he had must have shown, but sometimes there isn't. Sometimes people just switch up like a pit bull. So I don't want to say a pit bull. I don't want people coming for me like a dog. Let's just say that. Could just switch. Or an animal. Let's say that. I don't want the people's coming for me. All right. So I wouldn't know what to do in this situation either. So you guys let me know. What the heck would you do? This is weird. We're gonna do another story because this is just too short for me. This was a post that was deleted, and of course, because you could tell by the title, dated a married man and now my life is over. I have no clue what to do now. It was reposted in the Oh No Consequences subreddit, which I love, okay? And they have the auto moderator thing that they just post the story because a lot of times people will delete. So let's get into it. Just what the title says. Throwaway because I have enough problems. Also, some details have been changed to try to make it less obvious. I wish people who know they wrong and they still come on the internet just to get dragged. I am a 23 female and had an affair with my 37-year-old former coworker. He had a wife and I had a boyfriend, but that never ever mattered to me. I loved him. Your boyfriend or the 37-year-old? We met at work and used to flirt all the time. I knew he had a wife and he knew about my boyfriend. He wasn't really into me at the time, but eventually he truly saw me and told me he loved me. I believed him. We flirted and talked and he even bought me a gift. She put that with an exclamation point. A THC vape. Get out of my face. He gave me rides to work and from work. She said he gave me a THC vape. Like, you can't get that. Get out of my Oh my God. While we had X at work, almost immediately after she found out, I was pissed at him for not deleting the text so she would catch us. Well, as soon as she figured it out, his wife called me and told me what happened. She called her? Okay. I felt so horrible for hurting her, so I decided to tell my MM that I wanted to be better and more discreet. Girl, okay, y'all came in clutch when I asked what the heck does OTT mean. Thank you for that. What the heck is MM? Mistress, male mistress? Male mistress? Is that what that is? Because she had a boyfriend? Oh, is it male mistress? Guys, if it's something different, tell me down below. Right now, it's male mistress because this is gold. I can't. Okay, and I'm also surprised that she feels bad because she said she didn't care. Okay, all right. I felt so horrible for hurting her, so I decided to tell my MM, my male mistress, that I wanted to be better and more discreet.
Bruh.
She wants to be more discreet, but she felt bad. Right. She and I both deserve to be happy, and he had to be better about being secretive with me. So if you felt that way, why didn't you ask her about being, polyamorous or something? Polygamous. Sorry. Or something like that. Or opening it up. Like, are you, why don't you go that route if you actually cared? Are you dumb? She and I both deserve to be happy, and he had to be better about being secretive with me, but he stopped talking to me completely. He said he really loved her and wanted her more than anything. She told me he only wanted me because of my body and I was young and stupid, but he told me nothing, so I don't know. See, I'm going to give this story is probably not that real. Maybe it's just like some sort of social experiment this person has done, especially since they are now deleted their post. This just can't be real. Because this is what us women usually say. It's like, yes, men who usually go after young women do not tell them, oh, you're young and dumb and that's why I want. They just usually don't. It's usually the more wiser women that's even sometimes been in their place or just been not that developed mentally and emotionally yet to, girl, what am I talking about? I just lost my train of thought. I don't know. It's getting late. But I was just I'm just trying to say, like, usually it's other women going to other women telling, like, it's usually men go after you when you're so much younger because you're young and you're naive and all this sort of type of stuff. It's usually women who give that advice, unless OP is trying to say, like, trying to kind of like paraphrase his words and saying, like, she now realizes that he was just with her because she's young and dumb, and so she just was like saying, like, oh, that's basically what he was reiterating to me or something like that, because sometimes that is the case. But I don't know. I'm so let's continue reading. A few months later, he reached back out to me out of the blue. We talked about how crazy she was, and she told him I was a kid and called him bad names, and the whole conversation was amazing.
What?
I missed him and assumed we were going to keep being together. Right after that, it all started. She called my mom and told her what I did, causing me to get kicked out of my house. She called my abusive father, who I have not seen in years, and now he has my number somehow and is reaching out to me. What? My male mistress told me during the first time he broke up with me that he never told her my name or wanted me to know because of what she would do, but she figured it out herself because I found his Facebook and liked a bunch of photos of him months before. She sent my text with her husband to my entire family and all of my friends, which included dirty talk audio files, me telling him how small my boyfriend's man part was and how he never made me, climax. In some photos, non-nude, but some had his name written on my body. She also called my now ex-boyfriend. He was so angry he saw the text and heard the audio and video. He won't let me live with him. Now, after all of this, I have also lost my job. She sent an email to all my coworkers and bosses telling them what happened. She also told them I have STDs and and all sorts of untrue stuff. It doesn't even matter what I tell them because now the police are coming because we worked at a preschool.
Not demure.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The day I walked into work, after everyone got the emails, I cried all day. They looked at me laughing and talked about it all day. I have no idea what to do. I truly love him and I am so lost. See, okay, so let's start with this. She said that she has an abusive father. So let's start there. That's where the pattern comes from. This is why she's so...
Be nice. I'm finding it.
Dumb.
I'm gonna be honest here. She's stupid. And she also just doesn't know better. But at the same time, with that, like all being involved, she has no morals. It seems like she has no empathy. She has sympathy, but she doesn't have empathy because, I mean, she has quote unquote sympathy because she said that she felt bad when the wife called her. So when the wife called you the first time, she was warning you. I don't necessarily fully agree what the wife did, to be honest, because I think this is just doing too much. Just leave the man. I don't know if they actually got divorced because if the wife is still with this man, she's just as stupid as the affair part, as OP. But she's putting too much energy. She's just putting too much energy into her because she went to all of this, the mistresses, friends and family, and that's too much. You should be just focusing, putting all that energy on that man. You can, the first thing she did was when she called her and talked to her. Okay, that's one thing, but continuing to send all that other stuff, the wife was in the wrong when it comes to that. I understand some people are crazy though. Some people are different. This is another thing that I don't understand why people don't think about. It's like you're over here thinking about your self-pleasure, but you're not understanding. You're not thinking about your safety. Not only could there be STDs involved, but you are playing with your life. And not only are you playing with your life when it comes to STDs, but it comes to with other people's feelings. Some people are crazy. They're crazy. Meaning you cannot, they don't hold the same values and morals as you, right? Just like you as the side person doesn't hold the same values and morals as as other people, so you'll get to do what you want, wrecking another woman's heart, or being involved in the wreckage of another woman's heart or whatever. You got to understand, some of these women that these men are married to or in relationship with are crazy. Some of you guys really need to start watching documentaries of people who have gotten from being in love triangles and stuff like that. Some people are crazy and they don't care about going to jail. Just like you don't have morals and values about being part of somebody else's demise in a relationship or whatever, being part of a demise of a relationship, just like you're okay with that, other people are okay with going to prison over their heart and their feelings, over their man, over their girl, okay? So this is why just being a side piece and being, being okay with cheating and doing all that kind of stuff is never going to be okay, because you're not being realistic here. Not everyone, yes, should the woman put all her energy into the man and all this other kind of stuff? Yes, she should. But are all women going to do that? Absolutely not. And you know it. Everyone knows this. Are all women going to do that? Are all men going to be sane and rational when it comes to cheating? No. You're playing with your life. You're playing with your life when you start playing with people's emotions and feelings. And you start playing, you don't do that. It doesn't work out in any other realm or world when you play with a human's emotions and feelings. I need people to stop acting stupid when it comes to that. Yes, you can want to be selfish and all sort of kind of stuff, but what is, and only wanting to fulfill your pleasure, but that is only literally temporarily satisfaction and gratification. Is it worth your life? Is it worth your mental? Is it worth your health? Is it really worth that? You really have to stop and start thinking and talking to yourself. Is it really worth all of this? 9 times out of 10, it is not. And you know that. So the next time you sit here and you're you know, like these young girls, you think it's okay. Like, oh, it's just for some girls, just do it for the money or whatever like that. You need to actually think about your safety. Some people are willing to, you know, go to prison or go to jail or get life or die. Some people are even like in those relationships, a lot of the times the wives are doing all the work. The only way that you even get to be able to be a side chick is because he has a wife at home doing everything that you would be doing if you were in her shoes. Okay, that's the only reason why you're even able to be in that position. Because as soon as she leaves, if she leaves, everything is going to just fall. Eventually. It's not going to always be the same. You're going to be in her shoes one day. Because you thought you were better than her. You thought you can give him something better than his wife couldn't, because that's why he was looking out. No, there is something wrong with that man. There is something wrong with that woman, you know, if it's the other way around. If they're looking outside of their relationship. They don't have the balls. They don't have anything in them to go and just either break up with them or try to fix or try to communicate with their partner or try to get help or whatever and fix the relationship. What does that tell you? Why would you put yourself in a relationship or in a situationship with someone that is lying to their spouse? What makes you think that they would treat you differently? You have to understand there is another person on the other end. There's another human being that they are telling different things to. You have to understand that this person is going out of their way to keep you a secret. And why she thought this was okay is crazy to me. You thought this was okay? I'll just be more secretive. And then you took this to Reddit. Like, this can't be for real. Like, considering that maybe this is real, we're gonna treat this like this is for real. You said that you had some sort of, you felt bad when she had first called you, and then you immediately, your brain went to, we just have to be more secretive. Why did your brain go to there? Please go seek some therapy. It sounds like she had an abusive father and all this kind of stuff which she wasn't in contact with. So go get some help. Stop trying to seek validation in a relationship. Stop trying to seek validation in a man. You're 23 years old and you're teaching young children, they're preschoolers, so there's not much teaching. You're just kind of, you know, like, it's a lot of coloring, a lot of ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. It's preschool. You were supposed to be a teacher. You know, you're supposed to teach the youth how to do better. I feel like all teachers probably should be be in mandatory therapy sessions and go through psychological treatments before they are able to be a teacher. Because if we're not going to do that with parents and they're able to just give birth willy-nilly, we can at least do it with the educators. Because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. Like, this this is ridiculous. You're teaching children? Because what if she doesn't want to teach preschool forever? She might want to teach different grades. She's only 23. You're not fit to be a teacher. What the hell are you going to be teaching them? You have no morals. You have no values. Honestly, you live and you learn. I'm being easy on her because I'm just trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nicer because these are young women, and she said that she had like an abusive father. So she just might not know, but like, you have to have morals. You have to have values. You have to have standards to be able to really succeed in this life. Because if you are always at this vibrating and always putting yourself at a low vibration and low situations and stuff that does not serve you, because this relationship does not serve you, from what it sounds like, you're not going to really go far in life because you're holding yourself back from what you can have. And I want young women to stop. Like, I know, and like her having daddy issues, you know, it makes sense that she wanted to date this much older man. You know, he's over 10 years older than her. He's like, what? He's like almost 15 years older than her or so. Anyways, I guess I have more grace for younger women because you're gonna learn. They're gonna learn. I mean, she's learning right now. If you guys made it this far, leave your true, honest, yes, it can be tough love. I don't care. Let's keep it respectful. I don't have any sympathy. I'm sorry, I don't. I'm just trying to be a little bit more nicer because I actually want young women to be helped in one way or another. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your opinions and advice and all that kind of stuff down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.